Only when the five elements are joined will Darcy's be defeated. Hello, and welcome to Dungeon Magic. I'm your host, Harlanor. And by host, I mean your bard telling you the tale. Before we actually begin the game, I'm going to take a moment to explain the menus and basically what the interface means. On the left-hand side, you actually have your main character and his equipment. That's actually how you know what's equipped and whatnot. It appears on your character. You have the plot item box to his right, the first box on his right. Underneath that is condition, which is shortened by cond. It's currently saying stop, telling us we've paused the game. It can now move around the menus. Experience, the amount of experience. In order to level up, you go to a temple in which you have magic that you're proficient in. In gold, which is self-explanatory. Level underneath your character, self-explanatory. And then to the right of all that, we have a box with 5 separate menus that go along with it. Bunch of boxes on top. The sword is your weapons and armor that you're currently carrying. It also allows you to attack when you're unpaused. Potions, healing or otherwise magical attacks, cure poison. You have your 5 different spell types, which are all come in runes. I'll talk a little bit more on that later, in like 5 seconds, but we have the use command, which is pretty much only used for picking up money off the ground. And we have camping, which is basically healing without potions. You store up stocks of food and water, and for each food and water you consume, that's 5 HP. So you can just buy all food and spam the button faster. Get more HP. Now, let's begin the game, shall we? And the first thing we're going to do is talk to this old man right here. Take this compass with you. You will need it in your quest. And in our plot items, we have a compass, which faces the direction we are. This is how we know if we're going north, south, west, east. From each of the 5 wizards, you can learn new spells, which is actually what we're going to do first. However, wanted, brave warriors in search of fame and fortune. That'll be us momentarily, after we learn magic. Oh. I found the shop. Pausing for a moment for the music. I love the music in this game. I really do. There isn't much of it, but... munch? There isn't much of it, but it's all blazing good. Now, we can learn 5 different types of magics, and the 5 different types are fire, water, earth, wind, and fairy. We want to learn fairy. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate that tune. It's like, I think that might actually be my favorite tune in the game. You know, I'm considering not doing that for every shop and stuff I step into, but I'm already halfway done with showing off the music in the game. So, the castle is outside the north gate. Now, actually, we really wanted that fairy magic for a particular reason. Also, before I explain the reason, I'll explain how the magic works real fast. You select to go into any menu you have. And then we have 4 runes on any magic that we have currently unlocked. Fairy magic has 3 different runes, and a null rune. All magic have the same square null rune. I don't know why, but they do. And then I just mark the runes by going Fairy 1, Fairy 2, or Fairy 3. Or like the top one would be Fire 1, Fire 2, or Fire 3. But they all just are runes I mark with numbers. And at any point in time, you should always have 3 Fairy 2s ready to go. Because it brings up a map, and quite frankly, it's the best way to play the game. Go see the king. He will give you a sword. Not a very good sword. In the town of Darius, I heard a rumor about the spirits of the water. Which is actually where we're supposed to be going immediately. But we're going to go see the king now, and we'll probably just not use the sword he gives us. We're going there pretty much for the 100 gold. We also want to be leaving north, considering that's where his castle is. It's like 2 steps away from the town. And we aren't really proficient at fighting monsters yet. I apologize if I'm boring you, but hey. Slow start to anything, I guess. The king and what I believe to be his daughter. As you may know, evil forces are destroying our world. They are led by the magician Darces. To send this evil back to the world of darkness, we need the Sword of Tours. I will give you 100 gold pieces and a short sword. Take them with you. Now, having the sword in our hands, like the idiot we are, we do not equip it. But we're not going to equip it anyway. Because we are going to immediately replace the sword by stepping out to the east. Pause. Pause menu on my controller doesn't work that well, which is not that great. But this is the map that we get for our fairy magic, which is the only way you're going to have a map in this game, which is why we wanted fairy magic. M's are monsters, and T is treasure just laying on the ground. And we are going to be going east, but all the monsters at the east can pretty much hit us in one shot. So we basically want to be skedaddling as fast as possible. And now we have a... Ow. Now we have a mace. Which is much better than that short sword. It also means we can do this. 1 hit. 1 hit. Come here, you. No gold. Yeah, snakes drop gold. Don't question where they got it. Okay. Everything's right over there. However, I'm going to go over here and pick up this treasure right here. Sorry, I'm just thinking now. I'm not really doing anything informative, but you know. Where am I? Ah, perfect. Now, I'm going to be a little risky and go for that treasure up there, even though it's guarded by a scorpion. Yes, I already know that, despite not being up there. It's almost like I played the game before. Yeah. That's what I really like about the mace. You can one-shot any snakes along the way. Makes grinding, which we already have to do, much easier. Now, where am I? Blocks are also the, blocks of the towns. So now, I'm going to end the video here, check the recording, and if it's still going, I probably just fuse this into the next video. I also apologize, I do have a slight slur, it annoys me too, but I'm going to be ending the video here. And I will see you next one. Have a good day. Get Sir the Matins.